Kevin, Wexford on Friday. Just saying to Colin there, they gave you a tough game up there. You got the win, but it wasn't easy. It was one of your tougher games this season, probably.
Yeah, 100%. Look, they're a good side. Obviously, last week didn't do them justice against Galway. We obviously things can go against you, but when we played them there, it was really tough. They get the ball down, they play well, play good football, and they create chances. And we just have to be aware on Friday that that we obviously don't give up much chances and we can create our own. And I think lately we've been creating a few, but I think our last few games we haven't been up to our usual standard. But it's just a matter of getting back to that now. The week's break hopefully has done us well, and we'll kick on from there.
Obviously top of the table, and you had the week off last week, so it's even tighter now than when you played your last game. Galway winning last week, so it's a real neck and neck at the top, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Look, it's obviously good. It keeps you on your toes. We're expecting Galway to be up there from the start of the year. Even Longford, Waterford, they're not that far behind. I think there's 9 or 10 points in it, and in this league anything can change fairly quick. And but we're always expecting Galway to win. We expect them to put points on the board, and we have to keep ourselves going and focus on ourselves and make sure we get 3 points every weekend, and that's what we're aiming to do this Friday.
I mean, it's not even halfway through the season, but so far it's been a great season. Things going very, very well, really. Obviously, only the loss to Galway. Even the Athlone game, you got the late winner there a couple of weeks ago. And I suppose you're part of the defence there. Like, everyone's talking about the team has been scoring loads of goals in lots of games, but the defence has been very tight as well. Yeah,
we haven't been conceding, and it's a matter of pride that we take between, I suppose, the 3 of us or the 5 of us at the back, and Harry in goal as well. We always say if we keep a clean sheet, we'll win games because we trust the lads going forward, and that's the way we look at it going into every game, I suppose. And we've been doing well so far. We haven't conceded too many goals. Obviously the one against Athlone was early and was a disappointment for us all, but we kind of got away with a few there, which was not really what we've been doing this year. We've been very tight at the back this year, and maybe against Athlone it was a little bit loose, but we just have to get back to being strong at the back, being tough to break down, and when we do that, we know we have the quality going forward, and the lads have scored a goal, so it's up to us then to stop them going in the other direction, I suppose.
Should be a big crowd there on Friday as well in Turner's Cross, and I mean, like, if you look at it compared to your 2 previous spells at the club, probably the last time you were here was the relegation season. The atmosphere around the place wasn't great. Obviously your previous time was winning all around you. Like, I mean, it's almost getting a bit like that now again, isn't it? The atmosphere is really good at Turner's Cross, the crowds are big, the fans are in full voice in the shed and so on.
Yeah, 100%, definitely is. It is. It's great to see it because obviously the last time we were here it was all disappointment, and then COVID came as well, and nobody was allowed into the stadiums, which was obviously disappointing. But I think like at the start of last year, it kind of gave the young lads a chance to embed themselves in the team, and then they probably hadn't played in front of a crowd that is really helping you along the way. It's been a difficult few years for the club, and as much as they're trying to drive you on, they get frustrated as well, which is 100% the way it should be, and because we weren't performing on the pitch, and obviously then we're letting them down as well. But this year, they've been really, really behind us this year, and it shows on the pitch because it drives the lads on. It's there's been a lot of tight games at home, even Longford at home. It was 1-1 going into half. I think it was 1-1 going into half time, was it? And we shoot towards the shed in the end, and you can feel that energy again coming back into it, and it's huge for us because it used to be at a stage where when we were playing, we know we'd score 1 or 2 going into the shed end no matter what, and it's kind of feeling like it's coming back that way. That they suck the ball into the goal, and we need that.
Brilliant, thanks, Kev.
Kev, you mentioned there early on like that last 2 games are not up to your usual standard. What would you put that down to? Like, is that just a case of every team, every season that's going to happen throughout a long season?
Yeah, I think so. I think, look, you're never going to be at your best every week. It's just a matter of grinding out results when you're not at your best, and we've been doing that, and that's the main thing. We've still been getting 3 points, and you can look back on them games and been like, geez, right, we weren't at our best, but that's a huge 3 points, and we have to keep it going. Obviously, look, Cork's a huge club as well, so when teams play against you, they always up their game and they always want to beat Cork, you know what I mean? So it's always the way, and always the way it has been and always the way it will be. So we know we're getting everybody's best, and we just have to make sure that come the end of it, we're coming away with 3 points.
Yeah, just listen to the fans at the ground, like in home matches there, and you pick up comments from talking to fans around the place. There's a big expectancy for City to go up this year, obviously. Do you feel that as a team, like that? There's an expectancy there, like that?
Yeah, 100%. I think we have it within the dressing room ourselves. We've got such a good squad there together that we expect that much out of ourselves. We expect to be up there come the end of the season, pushing for the title. And but that comes down to hard work each day, and obviously what we do on the training ground, what we do then going into matches. It's tough to keep it going mentally for the whole season. Like that's the job of everybody, to keep rallying around each other. But you have to thrive off that expectancy. You have to enjoy that because, as we said lately, it was been a bit negative, you know. So when the good times are here and when they're going and people are positive about it, that's the way you want to keep it, and that's the way we have to try keep going in that direction.
Yeah, you have a lot of experience in kind of type of races, Kevin, along the years, and with Shelburne even last year, like you went through a lot of good unbeaten runs. You're 12 unbeaten now, you know, so there's obviously a lot of confidence within the group. Like.
It is. It's a lot of confidence in the group, you know. Like when you get into a habit, I suppose, of not losing, it's hard to get out of it. Just as you get into a habit of losing, it's hard to get out of it. But you know, we just have to keep our foot down and keep going, because it's obviously it's tough for teams when, like, Galway are probably looking at our result against that lone 92nd minute 1-1. Jesus, Cork have slipped up, you know, and then obviously Bulger comes up with a worldly, and you know, you look at that and you go, God, they're not really going to slip up this year, are they? And hopefully that's the way it'll be. You know, we have to keep putting the pressure on the teams around us that, you know, they have to keep getting results as well, and we just have to make sure, obviously, as I said, we look after ourselves.
Yeah, just Wexford Friday then, Kev. Obviously they made a kind of a good start. There was a bit of expectancy from them, but they kind of slipped of late. I think it's 1 point. I was saying to Colin will go from the last 3 and were well beaten by Galway. Like, but obviously you won't be taking them for granted. They're still a dangerous side, aren't they? Yeah,
definitely. Denny and Jack up top, you know, is a good strike force and everything for them. They've good players around the pitch, and as I said, we found it tough down there. We won 1-0. I think we scored early, and we defended well then for the second half, because they put us under a lot of pressure, and we're expecting the same again, that they'll come out and give us a go. And look, it's as I said, you know, most teams throw their best against us, and we have to be ready for that and make sure that we get back to them. But we're at home, we're expecting to go out and put in a good performance, and we're expecting to get the 3 points for ourselves.
Yeah, and just the final one, like, as League of Ireland football goes, there's not much of a better buzz on a Friday night, so there's nothing to turn us across.
Definitely not. You know, it's no, we have definitely. You know, it's been a bit of a break now, alright, and then we have another break coming up soon. So hopefully, hopefully there'll be a good crowd on Friday, and they'll get behind us, and you know, that's what we need, because we have a young squad, and you know, they thrive on playing in front of a big crowd, and that's what we need. We just need them to pull us through it, and so far they've been doing it excellently this year.